Hello everybody, welcome back to SlydeBytes on a very, very cold Midwestern night. We were down in the 20s and it is absolutely freezing here. It was hard to tune these guitars up because the tuner heads are actually super freaking cold. Anyway, so not that it's cold in my house, it's just my office seems to get colder than the rest of the house, and it's very frustrating. But the guitars are doing okay. It's not that cold. It's just metal, you know. That's what it does. Anyway, last week we took a look. This is going to be kind of like a three-part on these S-type guitars. This is part two. Last week in part one, we took a look at this Kramer Focus. Let's go ahead and turn the volume down. This Kramer Focus VT211S. With Alnico 5 neck and bridge, neck and middle position pickups versus this beautiful, again, thanks to my wife, Hannah, for buying this for me. It was a surprise. This beautiful Fender Player Stratocaster with Alnico 5 neck and middle position pickups. So both single coil pickups are Alnico 5s in these guitars. Now, the bodywood, this is alder, this is mahogany, maple necks, 22 frets, 21 frets, 6 screw trim versus 2 point. Honestly though, in general, they're both very similar to S-type guitars, but toning wood is debatable. I don't want to get into that debate because it's just a frustrating nightmare of arguing. Anyway, so this week, we're going to take a look at different humbuckers in the lead position and how they drive this little tube amp, which is going to be the Bugera, and we're going to have everything set on the middle, about 5 or 12 o'clock, and the amp's attenuator is set to 5 watts maximum. And I want to see how these guitars drive this amplifier. Now, last week, we were trying to see how the guitars stacked up against each other with similar pickups. But this week, since this one has an Alnico 5 humbucker, this one has an Alnico 2 humbucker in the lead, I decided let's go ahead and throw in another S-type guitar as a variable in this video because it's interesting. Representing the ceramic humbuckers, to the best of my knowledge, this is the absolutely gorgeous Squier Bullet Stratocaster. Black metallic. It's basically black metallic on blended black metallic pickguard. Getting wiener dog fluff all over it, but just a gorgeous guitar. 21 fret neck. I'm assuming a poplar body. So there again, there's some differences. This is a fixed bridge, which is honestly excellent. This will be the last time. These guitars will all be set in drop D tuning because I'm an unrepentant child of the 90s and I refuse to use standard tuning on anything but acoustic guitars. I'm kidding, no. Honestly, I just really like drop tunings. I'm so used to playing them at this point that it's just kind of second nature and it just feels natural. This thing will be in D flat or C sharp from next video that posted, which it'll live in that tuning. I think that's where I want it to be. So we're going to test this ceramic humbucker in the lead on this one, and for all guitars we're only going to try positions 1 and 2, and we're just going to see what they sound like. Now obviously this is a ceramic middle pickup, and the other two will have an Alnico 5, but since the lead humbucker is different in every single guitar, a ceramic for this one, the Squier, Alnico 2 for the Fender, and Alnico 5 for the Kramer, since we have different types of magnets in these lead pickups, I just want to hear what they sound like. Different. Competed up against each other, and tone-wise, signatures, what they sound like, and how they drive this little 5-watt amp on its max wattage setting with everything flat on the EQ at noon or 5. So let's get into the video. Here we go. Now I might cut off the amp a little bit, trying to get an angle in here so you can see I am really playing my guitar. So here we go. And again, this isn't scientific. I'm just a dude with a smartphone recording these things. Don't take me too seriously. Here we go. go ahead. I'm going to turn this volume all the way down for a second, so we are quieter on switching to the Fender. So here we go. Fender player strat. So remember, the Kramer had an Alnico 5 bridge. This has an Alnico 2. Turn this back down to 0 for a second so I can swap guitars. Alright. What did you guys think of the tone difference on that one? I definitely heard a major tone difference immediately, just like last time. And that was crazy to hear such an immediate tone difference because they were using the same type of magnets last time. But every pickup sounded differently. Alright, Squier. In the bridge, here we go. This is the ceramic. We'll go ahead and turn the volume back down and set these to the side now. So did you hear the difference between all of them? I have to say, I certainly did. And this is something that I said before when I was reviewing, I believe it was in the Kramer video, when I first got that guitar. I actually prefer, most of the time, ceramic humbuckers, or ceramic pickups in general, actually, over a lot of the Alnico stuff. Now, obviously, there's a huge difference between all of these, and that's something that you as a player have to decide what you want. Ceramic is there's been a lot of people who have used all these in every genre of music. There's not really a hard and fast rule as to what you need to do whatever. A lot of metal players do tend to prefer ceramic pickups. I have never made a secret of my love of high gain music. But as I've also shown on this channel a lot, I also tend to love the blues and a lot of other styles of music. I even have Mediterranean style acoustic stuff on here. I just really love music. And so for me, having guitars that can hit all this is important. Now, if I had to choose any of these guitar sounds, any of them, to take to the next gig where I'm playing, I know I'm going to be playing mainly the bridge pickup, honestly, for me, I know there's other Alnico 5 pickups, they're other wound. Of these 3 instruments I showed you right here, I would probably be really torn between, I'll just be flat out honest, I would probably, I think, take the Fender first, but I'd be really hard-pressed to pass up that Squier. For my taste, I like a little bit of a darker sounding tone, and I think ceramic gets it, and I think the Alnico 2 is understated in a good way. It's a beautiful sounding pickup, and it gets, especially with gain, it gets great, but you could hear, it never pushed this thing to be rattly or shaky, but it just drove it just enough to be sweet and still sound really, really articulate. The Alnico 5 was really pushing this thing. I could hear it driving it, but it was almost too bright at times. The ceramic was surprisingly darker than both of these in that guitar. For whatever reason that is. I'm not going to touch the tone width debate. Not at all. I don't want to touch it. But for some reason, that guitar just is a deeper, darker sounding guitar. And it is, all these are in standard tuning with 9 strings. They're running 9s as the strings. So why on earth it's that much darker? It has to probably mostly come down to just the fact that it is a ceramic humbucking pickup. Now, if I could gig just fine with that Squier and not feel underclassed or outgunned in any way playing that for a gig. I love that guitar. It stays in tune wonderfully, and that's a great guitar. But for as far as the pickup sounds go, I still love ceramic pickups. Alnico 5s, as I said, every time I play that guitar, it just has a strong mid-range poke in that, at least in this particular Kramer, that is good for if you're going to be shredding, doing a lot of like fast shredding, playing stuff, but for a lot of just generalized heavy metal chugging, for just using the term. I like ceramic and I like my Alnico 2s because the Alnico 2 has a great chug tone, and I think I'll demonstrate that well when the next video comes up. So again, these aren't scientific. I'm not saying any of these are better than the other. I personally tend to prefer that tone from the Alnico 2s, but it's very close to the ceramic and the Squier. So Alnico 2 in the Fender, Alnico 2 in the Fender, ceramic in the Squier, and Alnico 5 in the Kramer. I love this Kramer. I have plans for it. I've been playing it. I have videos both on my Instagram. Go check it out, by the way. Lots of stuff, playing content and pictures and things like that, always going up there. I have a place for that, but I still really love my ceramics. Even the single coils sound wonderful on ceramics. My first Strat was all ceramic single coils, and I still love that guitar. There'll be a video on that coming up soon too. Anyway, so what did you think? What guitar would you pick out of all those? What pickup type? It is solely based on the bridge pickup and that second position with the middle, which activates the middle, and it's only one of the coils on the humbucker. Which would you pick? What did you like the sound of the best? Like I've said before, I'm making no money off of this. I can tell you what I prefer, and I like hearing what other people prefer. It doesn't hurt my feelings one way or another because I own all 3 of them anyway. So, hey, there we go. So again, these aren't scientific videos at all. I'm just one dude with a smartphone camera trying to record these things. I mean, this is a fun thing. I enjoy doing this. So, and hopefully if you enjoy what I'm doing, you like and subscribe, stick around with me. We're going to be doing more of this stuff in the future. I enjoy this. I love guitar. I love sitting down here and trying to show people differences in things and have people hear the same things I hear over and over and over again when I'm making my playing videos and just jamming. So thank you for watching. Again, click like and subscribe if you think I've earned it. Go check out my Instagram and stay warm out there. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Keep shredding, partners. Bye.